Good morning, family. My name is Franklin. I'm an alcoholic. My sobriety date is October 22nd, 2013. On that day, I decided to make a change in my life because my life wasn't going exactly the way I wanted it to go. So I made a decision to have God run my life and tell me what steps to take to get to where I'm at today. Over 5 years of no drinking and no smoking blunts and no using any high-powered sedatives. To me, that's a miracle. Because even when I was incarcerated in the penitentiaries, I was drinking because I learned how to make hooch. So if I can learn how to get drunk, I had to learn how to stay sober. And that's what I'm doing day for day. This morning when I got up, I took step one, admitted with pilots of alcohol, that my life was unmanaged. And I said the serenity prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Meaning that I had to remind myself that I'm powerless over something. And that's something I can't dwell in. I can't be playing around with. And also with the prayer, it reminds me that I'm going to be coming in contact with some folks that I can't change. That they're stuck in their own mind. But I don't have to lower myself today. So today I give God the power and the glory to do with me what he will. So I won't have to take my will back and do what I want to do. Step two came to believe that power great in ourselves could restore us to sanity. That's how I get to understand and know who my high power is. Not that I wasn't born and brought up under no spiritual maintenance. My grandmama had me in church all the time. I just left fellowship. I didn't lose the knowledge. I didn't lose anything but the fellowship. So once I get the fellowship back, I got to understand that there is a higher power for me. Step three is made a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understand him. And when I do that, I tell God, God, take my will, do with it as you please. When I go out, and all I have to do is just stay sober. Work the steps, stay sober. It's not hard. It's really not hard. I have to do opposite of what I did before I came here. And I was going out getting drunk every day. I made beer runs, weed runs, blunt wrap runs, all kinds of stuff. But now, I'm set on forward so that I can go out and help other people. And I enjoy doing what I do. And I love everybody that I work with, because they are precious to me. A lot of these people are just like me. Matter of fact, all of them are. And I know what they're going through. I know exactly what they're going through. And they deserve the right to live a sober life, drug and alcohol free, just like I am. So what they do is they look to me for the answer. And I look to God for the answer. So God tells me what to tell them. And I have a lot of guys that are out there now living a sober life because God put them in my presence, allowed us to meet and understand each other. And they're doing what they're supposed to do. Those are the first 3 steps. Those are the trust God steps. 4 through 11 is the clean house. That comes at a different time. And when I'll probably bring that to you before too long. But it's very important that we understand who we are. Before we have to understand what's wrong with us. What we have to clean up. before we can start the process of cleaning the house. There's light. I was out there for many, many, many years. And it took me to penitentiary, state to state to state. I'm not proud of me back then. But I thank God for keeping me alive so I can be sitting here today sharing with you all what God has done for me in my recovery. And anybody out there that's struggling, anybody that know anybody that's struggling and see this video, show it to the ones that struggling. And if you know me, show them how to get in contact with me so that I can help them along the way. It's a beautiful life. I want to thank you all for listening and allowing me to share.